When Aon announced that they were going to be our sponsor, it was a huge, huge surprise.
When we didn't have a sponsor, it was definitely like we had a bit of a hole in our jersey, and you always questioned why the other teams, both within the IRFU and the Six Nations, had their own sponsor and we didn't.
It definitely makes the team look a lot more professional whenever they go out on the pitch. Instead of the blank space, having Aon across it makes it look great.
I think it adds a certain level of professionalism, and to have an international company on the front of your jersey, it's just pride.
When people look at you and see that someone like Aon's sponsoring you, I think they think a lot more of you.
We had a question and answer session in Aon, and Nora Stapleton and Marie-Louise Riley and Niamh Briggs again came in with the Six Nations Cup, so we could ask them questions. It was amazing.
It was very exciting. We managed to squeeze Isabel in.
And they gave me the jersey. I was so happy I actually felt like crying. They're just really amazing to me.
It kind of makes big dreams real whenever you see people like that working hard and achieving amazing results.
I usually just play rugby for fun, but whenever I saw them, it sort of made me think maybe I could grow up to be like them.
I'm going to be training with the girls tomorrow.
We're getting into a taxi, we're going out to DCU and we're doing a bit of a training session with the Irish Women's Rugby Sevens.
It's going to be such a privilege to play with the girls and train with the girls.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's like a dream of mine to play with the Irish women.
It's the passion and the skill set. I think rugby embodies so much of the capabilities that women have, and it just enables us to project ourselves on a whole new footing in a game which was really dominated by men.
When you see the women's rugby teams playing, in particular the Irish rugby team, you can see that they can perform equally as brilliantly as the male counterparts in the male rugby game.
To see the women doing well, I think empowers not only women in sport, but women generally.
I think it's seeing in its purest form how teams work together most effectively, people having different positions and really coming together and succeeding.
The atmosphere is one of a big family. Everybody's celebrating together and everybody just wants to have a really good game.
Aon is known as an organisation that supports high-performing teams, particularly sports teams.
Our sponsorship of the ladies' rugby team is important because, regardless of gender, Aon likes to see people develop, do well and be successful.
As a team, we've all grown. Our level of professionalism has grown as well, and I'd say Aon have to take credit where it's due.
From having talked to many of the players, Aon's backing boosted their confidence immensely. As soon as Aon came on board to sponsor the team, they started delivering results.
We won the Six Nations, and also last year in the Women's World Cup we reached the semi-finals for the first time ever, and we also beat New Zealand for the first time ever.
You can see that backing and that support that we're getting. It's showing that people are wanting to watch women's rugby, people are starting to support us, and people are starting to believe in us.
As an Aon colleague, I'm super proud that Aon sponsors women's rugby.
I think they're role models. I think the fact that they hold down full-time jobs and play the sport for their country, I admire them for everything they do. I really enjoyed being lifted up in the air by Sophie Spence in the line.
I just love the warm-up.
The diving was great when we eventually got it.
Being injured in the mall is probably my favourite part.
The lift has to be the lift. It was a great experience to play with them. Picked up a few good tips for the future. I just like their commitment, their dedication is incredible. They're so talented, and sponsorship at Aon, like we're just delighted, really proud.